Hi everyone. Today we're talking about inflation at a grocery store. Just to begin, my name is Johnny, and this is my Economics 1015 Extra Credit Project at the University of Missouri Columbia. Today we're going to be breaking down inflation using a real-world example, like a grocery store. Let's go ahead and look at how raising prices affect our daily lives. So you might ask, what is inflation? Inflation is basically the general increase in prices across the economy over time. So you might see like egg prices raising over time. That's another example of that. So what happens when inflation occurs? That means each dollar buys fewer goods and services. It also means that your money loses its value and your cost of living basically goes up. Um, what's a cause of inflation? So one example is demand pull, which means too many people wanting too few goods and drives prices up. If you recall in the pandemic in 2020 when toilet paper um, was basically needed so much, not a lot of people had that, so the prices of that went up because the demand was so high, and there just wasn't too many of that. Another one would be a cost push, which is rising costs of materials or wages, pushing prices higher. A third example would be a built-in. As people expect prices to rise, they demand higher wages, causing a cycle. So this is another causes of inflation. So why does inflation matter? It basically affects your paycheck and your income might not grow fast enough. So like if you're wanting to save money and all that, this affects that. Savings lose value too. So if interests don't keep up with inflation, that affects that. Prices on everyday items like milk, eggs, and gas go up and basically stretch the budget. So recalling back like a couple years, uh, gas prices were so high and it just was not affordable as much as it used to be. But now it's slowly coming back down. That's another example of inflation. So what does the Fed do? The Federal Reserve uses monetary policy, which is basically like that. It basically takes the influence of interest rates in the money supply, and it's basically used to fight inflation and reduce unemployment and keep the economy on track. Um, by raising interest rates, the Fed makes borrowing more expensive, and this slows spending and helps bring inflation back down. Um, and then thoughts. Inflation is something we all experience, especially in stores. Understanding like what causes it and how the federal government responds is key to managing your money. This is a brief overview of inflation and how it affects us and just in grocery stores. I hope you understand the causes and what inflation is and why it matters. But yeah,